Yeah. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Um, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Hope y'all good. I hope y'all good. Sorry about that. So I had to listen. After this live, my son and I are gonna be chilling out for the evening and watching Peacemaker. I'm excited about that. So I just had to make sure he was okay. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Larry, what's happening? Oh my God, I made a live. Listen, it's so much fun. We had so much fun yesterday, and I'm gonna just stay on his neck. What's going on, Francesca? What's going on, Asia? How you doing? Charlotte, hey, how you doing? We see some new people up in here. Get a clue. What's up? Everybody speak to everybody. Umar inside the mama closet already, child. This is a video from 2022. Okay. You all see what the title is. I'm going to get to that portion of the video. And this video is on the members only. The full video is on the members only channel. I think it's like 2 hours long. It was an hour. It's an hour and 19 minutes long. So this full video is on the members only channel. But we're going to show the portion where social services come. And he's an idiot. Tells him his mom's not there. So, yeah, we got to get to it. Let me turn on the music a little bit. Larry asks, oh my God, what's the song? It's called Bring That Ass Here, Boy. It's a song a content creator named Minion it was Minion with Opinion. He changed the Minion to God. But Minion, who can sing his ass off, by the way. He can sing. Minion can sing. He made this song. He made a few others. But you all, it's absolutely, he is so talented. He can sing. And I just love it. I love the blues with the rap hip hop twang to it. It's such a good song. So, yep, it's my go-to song. And it was like, he made it against another, wannabe scammer out there. Not a wannabe, he's a scammer, but it's a I don't know, it's a song he made a few months back. I just love the music and that hip hop, beat to it. His songs rocks with me. I love it. But he can sing. Minion can sing. So, and shout out to Minion. I think he lost his sister. So you guys keep him in your prayers and pray for peace. And as he, grieves and stuff. My condolences from the Lady Luck Club to Minion. as well. We all love Minion, honey. He's so amazing. He's one of those men where he's gonna stand up and defend, you know, especially the ladies against these little tyrants and scammers running around here attacking women like they crazy. Because they're punks. But he's one where he's gonna speak his mind. He's gonna stand up and defend us, and I appreciate that. So I bet Umar ain't no King's protest. What's a no King's protest? Tell me what that is. Hey, all in the gang. Hola, hola. Hey, Miss Independent. No more. I still can't get over the chair. It's truly a hoarder. Is this video old or new? It's old. It's from 2022. So shout out to Black Anonymous. Shout out to Lennon Honor for passing down this fantastic information here, because you guys get to actually hear, social service try to come by to check on his mother. And he said she's not here. Like he's an idiot, because he's an idiot. But, we keeping our foot on his neck. We want sign of life, So I want you guys to hit that like button as well. Shout out to all my mods. Saint, how you doing? Manny, back again. I just got through with a live on Candace Owens, y'all. We had, oh Lord, it was so funny. We called the cult members of Candace Owens candy asses. And one of them came into the chat. She was so mad. She said, I'm obsessed. I'm being paid by Israel. All the usual hoopla that they say. And then said she ain't have time for me and have bigger things to do. And then came back again. Y'all, you just can't make this stuff up. So y'all check out the Candace Owens live. I almost dropped the link and told her to come on up. Oh my God. I was like, you talking all that stuff. She said she was an attorney too. I was like, okay. It means nothing to me. Still not making sense, girl. But we had a good time overall. And Candace Owens is another one. She started coming to this whole cult scammer mode where it's like, girl, you might want to calm down on all this. Because right now you're not proving a point to nobody. You're getting people harassed and you're doxing people. But other than that, you're not serving much of a purpose. You're being, kicked out of countries, having your visa banned, and then appealed it and then still lost. And now you got to pay government court costs and fees. You're already in litigation with a world leader. Like, it's just crazy. So, you guys make sure you hit that like button and drop a heart in the chat when you do. And then we're going to get started, because my son is looking forward to movie time. And put a heart in the chat when you're hitting that like button. That keeps the videos in the algorithm, you all, so this can get out so that people can see Umar's not doing anything to try to show sign of life, for any reason for his mother. It's sad. Umar, you're pathetic. And that's what people want. No one really cares about him. Care about, okay, what's going on with your mom? That's it. We want her to be okay. She needs to see her family. And she deserves that, So there we go. I just want to make sure I put this in here. Y'all make sure you hit that like button and put a heart in the chat when you do. All right. So let me get some more comments in. The last episode of Peacemaker was such a letdown to me. Oh no, Domo. Oh no. Your mama closet. Closet. Was it? Oh man. I like the series so far. I definitely like season 1. I didn't understand the little alien thing. It was so weird. But the action in it, the storyline, man. James Gunn is really revitalizing DC Comics, and so I'm okay. I'm okay with him doing that. I'm good, because Marvel is just being a complete letdown. So we're trying to go where just good movie making is. I haven't seen Superman yet, so we're gonna watch that as well this weekend. But we definitely want to finish up Peacemaker. I gotta check it out though, Mo. I gotta see. The chair that he sat on for years until it started to fall apart. What's going on, Raph? How you doing? What's up, everybody? Everybody speak to everybody. Oh, I remember this one, the caregiver saga. Yeah. I'm the one who recently called social service to the home. Thank you so much, Mrs. Dependent. I'm so glad you did that. Thank you so much. They went 3 times. They made contact. Okay. Did they see her? What's going on, Ruben? Happy Saturday, Lady Luck Club and chat. This newest one is hilarious. Oh, what's going on, Saint? Yeah, I do have it. We're actually going to watch a couple of other videos. He did a video with a radio show or something like that. Yeah, Lord. Yeah, so we're going to check that out. That's why I said we're not going to watch the full hour. This is a whole hour long. If you are a member, you will be able to see it. You can see it now, actually. It's already uploaded on the members only channel. But if you're not a member, consider becoming a member. But we are going to check out just the part towards the end where they come. And he rambles on about something with African diaspora or something. Yeah. There are a whole lot of videos that I have not seen that are older, but I do want to catch one of the new ones for once and check out that radio station interview. It was something on a radio show, but he claims he's not touring or doing anything, right? Yeah. Yeah, I notice how he always goes to the school and then he goes out and do a couple of interviews or have a couple appearances, and then he goes and asks for money. That's his MO. What's going on, Bougie Barbie? Manny is back with us. Shout out to my moms. I appreciate all of you all. Like Anonymous up in here. Let's see. I want to make sure I get y'all. They make contact. No King's protest is protesting the obvious. Oompa Loompa take over. Oh shit. Oh, oh God. Oh man. That's funny as hell. What do you get when you saw Oompa Loompa? You know, you might as well just give him a theme song. Oh man, my minds are hilarious, bro. That's a good one, Zay. Yeah, 5 points for you. That's funny. Oh shit, that's funny. Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it together. So Oompa Loompa take off. Oh God. Y'all don't Oompa look like a Oompa Loompa. Y'all can't tell. Look at the resemblance. Hold on. Oh, you got me doing it. Saint, you got me doing it. Oh, Saint. See? Oh, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Boy, you can't make this up. Y'all, it's Halloween too. It's too funny. It's too funny. Oh my God. That is too funny. That's too funny. Yeah, I'm trying to put this up. Oh man. Look at this. Yeah, don't just look like don't just look like it. I look just like Umar. Oompa Loompa. This one took a bath and shaved his beard. Shit. Oh God. Umar, you can kiss my ass. There he is. There's Umar. I might change the thumbnail. Put this Oompa Loompa on there. Oh God. Oh Lord Saint. You made me do it. Saint made me do it, y'all. Oh Jesus. All right, man. We gotta get to it. I don't understand all the vlogging on Candace Owens. Yeah. Candace Owens is lying like hell. She's got a whole coat growing. The candy ass is out there at it. It's unbelievable. People being doxxed. It's just it's madness. It's no to me at this point, it's no different than Umar, except she's not talking about a school. She's just collecting money by the thousands to sit here and lie on people and accuse everybody of murdering somebody. It's so insane. What she's doing is really dangerous. She for sure has a lot of awful stuff going on. She does. She got it coming. She's finna catch a lot more lawsuits. Yeah. Thank y'all for putting the red hearts in here, for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. Y'all had to hear me laugh for 5 minutes. Shout out to my mod Saint. Oh man. You brighten up my day. Saint, all my mods in here. I have the best mods on YouTube. Manny, Laura, Black Anonymous. Shout out to all of you all. Brother Malik is up in here. What's going on? Stopping by to say hi. Y'all say hello to Brother Malik. We love you, brother. Thank you so much for the donation for the light as well. You guys know we have a $25 goal for the live stream. Sometimes we meet it, sometimes we don't, but it's going towards the expenses for the channel. I got to get a new light because I'm tired of not being able to go live and actually turn my camera on. So I'm trying to get some lights from Amazon. I already put up a post. I can repost it again as well of the lights that I'm trying to get. I need 2 of them, and then we'll work on a new desk station set up later. But the lighting is important right now because I just want to get back to getting on camera, and people enjoy that. People, tend to be able to kind of interact with the person on the screen. So I'm trying my best, but you won't be able to see me. It's gonna be so bad. The lighting is gonna be so bad. So I'm not gonna do that to you all. Of course not. Of course not. Manny, that is super ultra mega gross, man. John Cena did his thing this season, though. He did. Oh my goodness. Shout out to John Cena for being Peacemaker. I didn't know he was like his acting is, man. I was like, it's a lot more multi-dimensional, multi-layered than I thought. Because I mean, you think from where he started with to what he's doing now. Oh my goodness! I said he did well in the episodes that I've seen. I think I've seen only 4, so I'm gonna watch the remaining season. And I was like, wow, the connection with his father and all of that. I think I shed a tear. I was like, John Cena, can't believe it. What's going on, Sherry? How you doing? Long time no see. How you doing? How's it going? Opening that door for Wellness Shake, the report that would follow is like opening the books to FDMG, period. Exactly. You all know where I'm going with this. This is where I'm trying to get to that, where I can get a hold of that documentation. Yeah. Happy Saturday, LLC. And Chat and Mars, thank you to Rosetta. Shout out to you. Maddie to you. Came in with the eyeballs. Yeah, we right back at it again on Umar. We got to get it in. He did a video. He's sitting here, we got some video footage of him not letting in social services to do a wellness check. So we got to show you all. This is, he's going out of his way to hide his mother. It's like, why? Once again, she has other children, Umar. You're not the only one. And her children want to see her. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all ready to get started? Yeah, we got the Oompa Loompa up. We're going to chase it. Let's just scroll down. Just wanted to make sure I got in some comments. Bernard's expression, what's going on? Shay, what's going on? Rivka, I see you up in here. Thank you so much for tuning in. There you go. I want to make sure I got everybody up in here. Yeah. All right, cool. Y'all ready? Lou J, What's happening? He said he ain't going back to Breakfast Club until the school done. Yeah, okay, that'll be a never. He ain't never going back. Oompa Loompa will never go back. All right. Let's go back to the Oompa Loompa one more time. Yeah, Umar. Umar, you can kiss my ass. Okay, how you feel? Yeah, okay, let's go. I'm gonna scroll down where he starts. It's around the 1 minute, 1 hour mark. So we're gonna get to the 1 hour mark. Listen in, and I want you all to observe and pay attention, all right, to what happens because this is important. All right, it is. I mean, unbelievable. It's like you'll be asking, why did he say that? Like, all right, so we're gonna have to listen to the hoopla for a few minutes, but it won't be alone. Then we'll go to the new videos the new video he posted up. Let's go. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see it here.
He says we must do this by labor. That means work, political work, agitation and struggle, political work, agitation and struggle on this 204th birthday of the Honorable Frederick Douglass. He said, you must labor. Frederick Douglass said, you must labor if you want to be free, not sit around making YouTube videos, not running to Africa every 5 minutes without doing nothing while you get to Africa except take pictures and vacation. You go to Africa to vacation. We're supposed to go to Africa for organization. We go to Africa to vacation. We're supposed to go to Africa for political organization. We go to Africa to vacation. We're supposed to go to Africa for organization. It's okay to look at the pyramids. It's okay to study the great culture and history of our ancestors. Lord. That's important. But if you don't organize nothing when you go to Africa and all you doing is taking pictures and studying history, you're not participating in the struggle. We have to fight labor. And who is the divinity of labor? Ogun. Ogun is the father of labor. Ogun is the father of labor and struggle. He says, we must do this by labor. We must do this by suffering. We must do this by sacrifice. And if need be, by our lives. I'm going to say this again, because this is what black folks don't want to hear right now. I'm going to say it again. This is what black folks don't want to hear right now. Frederick Douglass said, if you want to get free, you will have to labor. You will have to suffer. You will have to sacrifice. And you may have to give your life. Let me say it again. Lord have mercy. You will have to labor.
Did he say that?
You will have to suffer. You will have to sacrifice.
Did he just say, Lord have mercy? Like he preaching to somebody. Umar, get a job. Somebody left a comment saying he worked for the federal government. He worked for the feds. Can y'all believe that? Like, I know you don't believe it for real, but I'm just saying the thought of someone leaving that comment. I say he worked for the feds. Which agency? I want to see a W-2.
Sacrifice. And you may have to give your life. Let me say it one more time.
Is he digging
you
his nose?
will have to labor. You will have to suffer. You will have to sacrifice. And you may have to give your life. No, Omalade, Ogun is not the god of thunder. Shango is the god of thunder. You will have to labor. You will have to suffer. You will have to sacrifice. And you may have to give your life.
He's spitting and shit.
Somebody go ask Benjamin Crump.
Beard.
Go ask Al Sharpton.
Wash your face. Y'all, he's spitting everywhere and he's just rubbing it in his beard. That is so gross.
Go ask the Urban League. Go ask the NAACP. Go ask the Black Megachurch.
So
go ask Creflo Dollar and TD Jakes. Go ask them, how much have you labored? How much have you suffered? How much have you sacrificed?
You can't make this up.
And have you ever had to put your life on the line for liberation of Africans? These are the words of the immortal Frederick Douglass. Let's continue. He says,
can't make this up.
Every mother who plunges a knife into the bosom of her infant to save it from the hell of Christian slavery should be held and honored. Woo! Y'all not ready for me now.
What?
Y'all not ready for Frederick Douglass. Oh no.
Frederick Douglass is dead.
Y'all not ready for Frederick Douglass. I would dare say that the most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, greatest leader of the 20th century, I would dare say that the most honorable Marcus Garvey, greatest leader of the 20th century, never gave a speech as powerful as the greatest leader of the 19th century, Frederick Douglass. Listen to this. Listen to this. But let me give you the background. Let me give you the background. This is a book on the greatest speeches given.
Uh-oh. Y'all hear that doorbell?
Excuse moi.
Yeah, excuse him as he goes and answers his door. Pay attention. I want to pause it right quick because if somebody said who said that it's not wrong with bougie, trust me, I wish he had a job. But they left a comment to say that he works for the feds. There's no way he's scamming. Like, it's so you all think he's, scamming about a school. He works for the feds. Like, it was the dumbest comment ever. It was like, no, he's not scamming. He's not a con artist. There's no way. There's no way he can be investigated. He works for the feds. That's what the comment. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, it's too stupid for me to post up. But it's on my last video. You all can go to the comment section and see it. I couldn't believe it. You mean to tell me he can't be reported and investigated because you think he works for the feds? No, he's going to be reported and investigated. Let us find out the hard way. How about that? How about we just find out the hard way if he actually works for the government? But he's going to be reported. Yeah, but I want y'all to listen closely and tune in. I got the captions up. Let's go. Look at that nasty chair. Pay attention. Hey, the informant meeting.
Yes. How you doing? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She's not in right now.
Okay, so he opened the door and someone said, "Hi, how are you doing? We're here to check on Barbara Shoemake. Does he live here?" Say, "Yes, ma'am." Now, why did it take him so long to get to the door? It's only 2 levels in this house? We've seen photos of the outside of it. We've seen the inside of it because of him. He was the one dumb enough to live stream inside the home. But why did it take so long to get to the door?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She's not in right now.
He said, "Yes, ma'am, she's not in right now." This is in 2022, people. She's been bed bound and wheelchair bound for how long now? How long has she been wheelchair and bed bound? 2, 3 good years? So how is she not home? Y'all saw how long it took for him between him getting up and actually the doors opening. Y'all heard?
Yes. How you doing? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She's not in right now. On her own stuff. She's actually
He didn't even say what she was doing. He said she's not in right now. I'm trying to see what he hear what he said there.
Yes. How you doing? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She's not in right now. Her own stuff. She's actually out with it. I am. I am. They
She just asked, "Are you the one that cares for her?" But she's not there. Where is she?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She's not in right now. Her own stuff. She's actually out with it. I am. I am. They increased them from 70 to 80 hours. I'm not sure what that is.
He said they increased up to 7 days something, and I can't hear. I thought the captions will pick it up. But how do you okay, you're admitting you're the caregiver, but she's not there. But she's bedbound and wheelchair bound. But he never said where she was.
Her own stuff.
He said my rental and stuff.
I am. I am. They increased them from 70 to 80 hours. I'm not sure what that is. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
So she asked him, so she's supposed to have a service coordinator? And he said, yes, she does. Yes, she does. My thing is, you said she's not there. Where is she? If she's wheelchair and bed bound, where is she? He's telling her this is my rental and stuff. But why did it take you 1,000 years to get to the door? You didn't hear a sound being made. It's almost like he went and closed her door, probably went out and checked out the window, and then went to the door. But he's not saying where she is at all. And that her care was increased to 7 days, as if she needs someone there full time with her. Okay, so why is she not there and you're there? Where is she?
Um, yeah, take my number. This is about to stop.
Let me go up. I hear him talking in the background. I just don't know what he's saying.
Yes. How you doing? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She's not in right now. Her own stuff. She's actually out with it. I am. I am. They increased them from 70 to 80 hours. I'm not sure what that is. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Um, yeah, take my number. It's about to stop. Very important call. 215 90 And your name is? And you're from? Okay, okay. You don't have a car on you. No problem. If you call me, I'll clear out my room. It's on stop.
So he just told her, if you call me, I'll send you the documentations and stuff. But he's stating that she requires 7 day care. He's the caretaker. He confirmed that with her, but she's not there and didn't say where she was. Does this make sense to anybody? How are you the 7-day caretaker? Someone comes to the house, social service comes to the house. They're asking if she's there. And you say she's not here right now, but she requires 7-day care. You're the caretaker. But then you're telling her it's just my rental and stuff. But she has to have a coordinator and everything else. Why is she not there? She's bed-bound, wheelchair-bound, right? This is in 2022. Why is she not there? If she's at the doctor's office or getting rehab or therapy, you would be with her as the caretaker, would you not? He's too busy making a video talking about Frederick Douglass and why people should still give him money. He's a bum. If you call me, they don't have to call. They knew he was lying. She knew he was lying. If you call me, that's the point of them doing a wellness check. They don't have to call. They know her medical records. They know she's wheelchair bound, bed bound. They know, okay, if she's not here, she should be at a doctor's office getting therapy or rehab. If she's not here, where is she? You're the caretaker. You're supposed to be with her with those things. They have her medical records. They know he was lying. They knew he was lying.
Brothers and sisters, the work never ends.
See that? Comes back like nothing happened. Y'all heard a sliding door? Like nothing happened. You don't have a sliding door to the actual bedroom. You have a sliding door to the inner room inside the bedroom, like the bathroom or a closet. Just like nothing happened. He's telling the social worker, if you call me, like she doesn't have to call you. That's the purpose of those visits. They're pop-up visits. They don't owe you a heads up. They don't call him any other time they come out and do a wellness check. The Elderly Association didn't. The police, they're not going to do it. They're not going to call you and say, hey, we're coming out to do a wellness check. They're just going to show up. The whole purpose is to see what's happening in real time, not to give you a heads up. So if you're abusing someone or something's wrong, they're not going to call you and give you a heads up so you can run away or to try to clean up the scene or to clear up stuff to make it seem like it's not what it is. Y'all, you can't make this up. He told this social worker she's not home right now. And then he comes back and sits down like nothing happened.
I'm not getting rid of my chair. I love this chair.
Talk about a fucking
This chair has been with me for almost 20 years. I've been sitting in this chair before y'all knew me. I was sitting in this chair when I became a school psychologist. I was sitting in this chair when I got my doctorate. I was sitting in this chair when I took over the conscious community. I was sitting in this chair when I became King Kong Consciousness. I'm not giving up this chair until the chair gives up on me. I'm not giving up on this chair until this chair gives up on me. I'm not giving up this chair until this chair gives up on me.
How do you lie to social services so flagrantly? She's not here right now. Oh, okay. So she's on 7-day full-time care, right? Okay. That means she has a social service coordinator come out too as well, right? Yeah, So she's not home, but she's wheelchair and bed bound. Let me tell y'all something. I didn't hear the lady ask Kim, where is she? But even if she would have asked, let me ask you all this. Even if she would have asked him, where is she then? Where is she? Would he have told the lady where she was? Because then that would, okay, now you're talking about, okay, well, we're going to verify. If you're saying, let's say she asked him and he said she's at a doctor's appointment. What doctor? Well, I don't have to tell you that. How do I know that's not violation of HIPAA? Y'all see where I'm going with this? It would not have led to the lady getting the truth. Perhaps and you know what's a good point? Maybe they can't ask. I'm gonna tell you all right now. Just my experience working in hospitals. Certain questions social services don't ask because they don't want the person to be led on to what they're doing. So if there's an investigation, they're not going to ask certain questions. They can just make certain, fill in the gaps with the documentation that they have. They can get access to certain records if they need it to see, okay, she's immobile. She can't go anywhere without someone taking her somewhere. So asking her where she is, if she's not here, we can just find out. Where else is she going to be at? She's disabled. Social services being called out means someone probably gave them some information as well. And they don't really need to stand there and negotiate with him. If they needed to get in that house, they could. They could come back and just gain entry with the police. They have that authority. Social services have that authority, especially if they feel that you are putting that person in danger. Their life is in danger. You're denying them medical care and treatment. They don't need to negotiate anything with you. But the fact that he says she's not there, and they could easily just go and ask, let's say they decide, okay, let me just be inconspicuous about this, because he's obviously going to lie. We know she has not left this house. Maybe they already know she's still there and he's lying about it. We can go and confirm with her some neighbors. Have you seen this lady leave this house today? No, we ain't seen her leave that house. She in there. Then what? I would have expected police to show up. You're lying to us. You're harboring her in here. They would then have to take action after that. The fact that he felt the need to lie and say she wasn't there, to turn away wellness checks that were done this year, 3 wellness checks. He posted it up in 4 weeks, attempted to be done, and he still denied those. The sad part is, I want them to just kick in a door, and they're not doing that. But why lie and say she's not there either? Where is she? How can we get this video to the family? Oh, they can. I mean, how do you want me to get it to them? I uploaded it. I can send the link for the video. I sure can. I'll email the link. I've already uploaded it. Y'all know what it would take to get her in and out that house? She's in a wheelchair. You have to get her down. I mean, it's not just her walking out. It's a whole, you got to get her in the chair. You got to get her. I don't know if she's upstairs or downstairs. Y'all see, it's not like it doesn't look like it's a big place based on the outside pictures of the home. Didn't look like it was a huge, it's like a townhome almost. So they have neighbors and stuff. It's not a standalone single family type of house. And it didn't look like it had any ramps in the back. I didn't see a picture of the front. So he still hasn't let his family see to this very day. This is an old clip. But this is proof that he has lied to social services saying she's not here. What do you mean she's not here? They knew she was there. Very good. Just time step it for them. I sure will. Because now they can take this to court and say, every time we send someone out, social services, because he won't let the family see her. Now they can say, we sent someone out and he literally lied and said she was not there. We knew she was there. We knew she was there. Why would he say she's not here? W- why would anyone need to lie and say someone's not here if they're there? Why go out of your way to continue to deny a wellness check from being done? He's done that 3 times this year where he did not want a wellness check performed. The Elderly Association showed up with the Philadelphia Police Department, and he did not allow them to lay eyes on her. And then he does a post talking about his sister calling 3 times in 4 weeks. Yeah, because you're not her only child. What do you mean? Can a family report her missing? If they can say, hey, we haven't seen her, we haven't laid eyes on her. I don't know if they can report her missing, but they haven't been able to lay eyes on her either in 7 years? The nephew did an interview with Lennon Honor. He was like, he hadn't seen his grandmother in years. His little sister was helping to take care of the sister, and that was the niece. And Umar has practically he put her out basically over a hamburger. Told her she couldn't come back. I'm at a point where I'm asking if she's alive. Because this is so unusual. You're going out of your way to hide someone. You're going out of your way to deny a wellness check. You're going out of your way to keep the police from doing a wellness check with the Elderly Association. No one knows when the last time she's been to a doctor, if she's taking her medication. I'm sitting here saying, is she alive? Is she even alive? Show proof of life. I'm not scared to ask that, because all the things he's doing to me is so suspicious that it just screams. This woman might be in this house, deceased. No one fights that hard to keep someone isolated from the entire family, the police, social services, the outside public. I mean, she doesn't even go outside. So the family, they're going to have to fight through the court. They're going to have to get an order of the court to gain entry into that home without they can override his POA, because what he's doing at this point is putting her in more danger by isolating her, by keeping her away from her family, not allowing her to even talk to them, lying about her whereabouts, turning away wellness checks. You're not going to fight this hard if you're not doing something wrong. If something has not happened wrong, you're not going to fight this hard to keep the family, her own children, away from her. No one is ever going to keep me away from my mother to this extent. Period. Aside from an ass whipping, they have to look forward to facing me in court. And they would have to explain to a judge in a court of law why they're trying to keep me and the rest of the family from my mother. Unbelievable. It's scary to think about. No way on God's green earth. This woman has 7 kids. No way should he be keeping her from her own children. He kept her from her mother. Before her mother passed, her mother came to see her. He didn't even allow her own mother to see her. That has to be evil and vile. She tried to run away from him. There is something wrong going on. So, absolutely, I'm going to send the link over after the live to you, Black Anonymous, and they can definitely use this however they need to for court. And tell the judge, why lie about the mom being there? Why keep us from seeing her? This is not about Umar. Umar is doing all of this out of spite. He's not doing this in the best interest of his mother. He will not be able to explain to a judge why he's keeping his mother from the rest of the entire family. That's why I said, if they start coming out and saying, we want to see her, we're not playing with you, put eyes on her, or we're all going to start saying, okay, obviously you're abusing her, she's no longer alive. You something's happening. The public pressure would be unimaginable, and he wouldn't have a choice. This is what people should be asking him on their podcast. How's your mother doing? Why are you not letting the siblings see her? You don't, I mean, why are you restricting her away from her own family? That's so dangerous what he's doing. What he's doing is so dangerous. I sure will. I'll reach out to her. I sure will. I took care of my until she passed on. I couldn't imagine doing this to her. Exactly. My dad takes real good care of my grandma versus Umar. My dad fixes things around the house, makes sure the property taxes paid, she's clean, taken to the doctors, well fed. Exactly, Rena. And other family is able to see her. She's not isolated. Her years be spent like this. Exactly. Who knows what she's enduring? I don't have any arrows to the family. I think it's best to get this to. Okay, that's fine. We can. No problem, Black Anonymous. Absolutely. What's going on, Tanya? I saw Rimrum. Rimrum in here as well. The Informant Media. Shout out to you all. I'm sorry. I'm just the chats is flying by me. I appreciate all of you for being here. And tuning in. Make sure you guys are hitting this like button. We want this video to be up in the algorithm because we want everyone to see this. We want everyone to see that Umar is sitting here turning away social services from doing wellness checks, lying, saying his mother's not in the house when she is. We want everyone to see this. I just, it's sad to have to think this, but I mean, I have to ask, is she alive? I've been asking this for weeks, and it's not something people want to think about, but what else am I to ask? Who goes out their way to do all of this? What's going on, Linda Morris? He have a nerve to tell somebody to work. He haven't worked in years. All he do is scam. I hope people do not send him any more money. I can't see anyone sending him any money. And unfortunately, he has cult members out there still doing it. They're still sending him money. I despise this man's story. Me too. Diabolical Max. Sup? What's going on? Where's Rim? I just saw Rim. Rim, if I can get one of the mods to drop the YouTube channel link for Rim, there you go. Peace to the host and chat. What's going on, Rim? You guys make sure you check out Rim TV. He did an interview with Brother Malik, and it is a fantastic video. Make sure you guys go check that out. If I can get one of the mods to drop Rim's YouTube channel link in the chat, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much, Manny. Shout out to you for all the information he's dropping here for you guys. Everybody can call, reach out to Philadelphia. If you guys can see this, for the City of Philadelphia Corporation of for the Aging Older Adult Protective Services can be reached 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at area code 215-765-9040. I just lost my mom after 4 years of taking care of her. Physical safety was just as important as quality of life. This upsets me so deeply. Absolutely, Joan. This is what's so upsetting. It's like you keeping her from her family. That's not quality of life at all. You have no idea what that does mentally and psychologically to someone's, health, to sit here and isolate them. The worst part about people who died from COVID was that they died alone, isolated in rooms. That they didn't have a chance to be by their family's, side, to have loved ones with them. Some of them spent days trying to recover. And the worst part was, for those who survived, can tell you it was harder being there by myself, not being able to see my family, my children, my spouse, my parents. That's the worst part that people can agree on, that it was more difficult for them to deal with. It's the isolation that factors into the overall quality of health. So for statewide reporting, the Pennsylvania State Hotline for Elder Abuse, 1-800-490-8505, available 24/7 for persons age 60 plus. And she is definitely, Uma's mother is definitely over the age of 60. Boston man, what's going on? Or what with my mother? Helped her not feel caged. Exactly. It's just he has no idea what he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Umar cannot have a soul or conscience at this point. All these tours, all this podcast and interviews and all the stuff he's doing, cleaning and scrubbing out toilets and crap, but he won't show signs of life with his mother, let his family see her especially when he's not there with her 24/7. He can't be with her 7 days a week. Let her family be with her. He won't even let the nephew, and the nephew was scared to bad talk him, the bad mouth him. He helped raise me, put me in school, all this stuff, but he keep you from your grandmother. I'm sorry, I don't care about none of that crap you did for me growing up. Means nothing to me if you're going to sit here and keep me from my grandmother and not even tell me what's going on. You're not responding to anybody. You're not reaching out. You're not contacting any of us. That's a hard stop for me. And him being a young man, he should definitely be leading the pack on saying, we're taking his ass to court. Because all the stuff that he's done is nothing compared to the matriarch of the family and me seeing my own grandmother being taken care of. The audacity of this Oompa Loompa to think that he can just keep everybody from her. That is how everybody in the family, hopefully, should be coming together to say, this is enough. We're tired of his nonsense. He's not going to keep doing this. We're taking his ass to court. We're going to put some public pressure out there. We're going to keep calling. We're going to keep sending the Philadelphia Police Department, the Elderly Association out there to that house to do a wellness check and tell them next time, listen, if you don't want to open the door, kick the damn door in. We don't know if she's alive. Say what you need to say. We don't know if she's alive. We don't know if we need sign of life. We need proof of life. We don't know if she's getting to doctor's appointments, if she's getting medications. If y'all need to make an entry in, please make it. What do we need to do to help facilitate that? A forceful entry. Whatever needs to be done to lay eyes on her, do it. Because this is unimaginable. She's tried to run away from him. We have evidence. We have documentation. People who are being cared for, they don't do all of that. She calls this man the devil. If we can't get proof of life, then what are we expecting? Stop walking away from this. Kick the damn door in. Like, that's what the family should be pushing for at this point. They all can show up. Open the door. We're live streaming out here. Oompa Loompa. Open the damn door. We're here to see our mother, our grandmother. The whole family out here. You're not going to deny all of us now. This is getting real. We want to see her, or we can all whoop your ass. How you want this to go? Like, whatever it takes to get in that house. Get in that damn house. Rivka said also we need all content creators who on Umar Fungus' neck can make a commentary on this video during their own research on the sound, letting Umar Fungus know its own. Exactly. Show up in mass to the family. Show up in mass at his house. We want to see our mother/grandmother. You can't get us all. And if you think you got a weapon, the entire Philadelphia Police Department are here. They got weapons too. Ain't nobody scared of your ass at this point, you punk ass Oompa Loompa. Bring her out or let us in. How you want this to go? It would have to come down to that. And live stream him because he don't like being embarrassed. Put his ass on camera. Embarrassment has a way of teaching a hearty lesson. And that's what Umar needs. The embarrassment of a lifetime. And he would hate to see his whole family come together and fight back. But that's what they need to do. And I hope they do. And I hope they know that there are thousands of people out here that are just as concerned. I'm a mother. I would never want my children to do that to each other. I'm a daughter. My siblings know not to do that to me. So you have people out here supporting you all, getting information out there. Come together. Go to her house. See her. Go in that house. Get Philadelphia Section 8 housing. If he ain't on the lease, he don't live there. So he can't dictate who goes in. Get them to do an inspection. Get them to meet you there with the police department. Do whatever you need to do while you wait for the court. You don't have to do anything illegal. Everything can be done by the book. And you can record it while it happens. So he can't say this happened, this didn't happen. Nope. He sat up in that house. We outside for the Philadelphia Police Department out here. He's not on the lease. So he does not get to dictate Section 8 coming out here and opening this damn door. So we waiting on that. Get an emergency order from the court. We don't need his permission to gain entry now. We got something from the court. We can walk up in here. Do what you need to do. And do it together. Because time is ticking. We're all concerned. I am. This has been for weeks. I've been reporting on this. We're all concerned. So this is the video here. He comes back and he talks about a chair. A fucking chair. Like anyone cares. Thank you so much for posting up Rim TV's YouTube channel. Yeah, he comes back. Call all the news channel. There you go. Thank you, Amethyst. Call the news channel. She's 62. Okay, cool. She over 60, so definitely call the line, the hotline for the aging persons. Get them all in. Call the news channels. They have been investigative reporters. Press passes can be very persuasive. Listen here. Do what you need to do. He does not control the individual, the human being. If all he is a caretaker, then that's it. That is the limitation of what he has the authority to dictate. And he should be collaborating with the siblings. He's the one that's sitting here putting up posts talking about he's cutting them all off because of how he feels. The court doesn't care. A judge will not care. The police will not care. We want proof of life. Put her in a video, show her face, let her family see her. Get an order, get them to do, a no-knock entry, and they can go in that house. And tell Umar to go to hell. That's it. It's just like that. It's just like that. Yeah, I don't play about stuff like that. I don't play about that. Thank you for the $5 super. I appreciate it. It makes me wonder what kind of demonic hold he has on his family. Contact her physicians, hospitals, pharmacy. Do weekday needs to be done. Yeah. I think the news media, the news crews, because at some point, like I said, embarrassment has a way of teaching you a mighty lesson. He would not be able to shy away with the public pressure of the news and with it being reported, with people asking. He would not be able to get away from it. The family putting the pressure on, going through the court, challenging whatever he has in place. Your Honor, we are sending wellness checks. We're sending police. He is telling these people she's not there or telling them to go away. He's not even letting a wellness check happen. He won't let us see them. And he has no legitimate legal reason or excuse for it. It's so stupid. He's just being vindictive. We don't care about his pettiness. We want to see our mother here. We're afraid she's not getting to doctor's appointments. She's not getting her medications. We're afraid she's not alive. We have no idea what's going on in that house. Say what you need to say. Do what you need to do. Does that make sense? We try to hit that like button. Get this information out there. Share these videos. If you're content creators, make videos. Y'all, we got to keep adding this pressure on. We're not asking for an address or anything. We want the family to see her. We're advocating for the family to have access to her and for him to step the hell aside because he does not control her. No one cares how he feels. At the end of the day, he can't come up with a logical, legal explanation in a court of law to a judge. So that's what we want. We want the family to get access to their mother, their grandmother, their aunt. We want the family to be encouraged to keep fighting and fight together and pull in the media. Don't be scared of him. He's one person. He can't take down all of the Philadelphia Police Department. Ciao, boo. We want proof of life. What's going on, Lil J? Thank you for the $10 pound. Didn't he allegedly pull out a Glock on one of his family members as well? I hope it wasn't a doo-doo Glock. You know what? I heard he did. Have the police there. Y'all, he has a weapon. He has guns inside. So we need all the police here. Get SWAT. Get everybody. You know, we fear for her safety. He has weapons in the house he shouldn't have around her. Should he even have a weapon in his possession? Does he have the ability to be licensed to carry? Because if not, then he shouldn't have it either. So what did it tell you about, they should not have any fear of him. None. He's none. None. Umar, you don't work for no feds. You can be reported to the feds. No one cares about how you feel. Not at all. I'm mandated to report it. Yes, you are. I see your BSN RN. Absolutely. You got RNs, you're a nurse. You work for social services. You work with patients. You're a mandated reporter. Absolutely. There you go. You need to clown Young Pharaoh scamming ass as well. Young Pharaoh? Are you kidding? Yeah, we get Young Pharaoh. You know what? And we've been checking out the Nature Boy Carbonation Cult series. And it's crazy to see how Young Pharaoh was the more sane of the two in those series. Shout out to Hood Horrors. He has a final episode being premiered tonight as well at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Young Pharaoh was in those series, and he was going in on Nature Boy. And so he turns around. It's ironic how he ends up having, oh Lord, all the stuff he has on him going on. But man, I would have to research Young Pharaoh to see what exactly he's got going on, other than him being having another cult like following and multiple women. Like, what is it with this whole? They make people in the conscious community look bad. They claim to be people of the conscious community, like Brother Polite, Umar, 1 or 2 wives, Nature Boy with his cult. He had a sex cult. He believed in polygamy, but none of them were legally married. Why is it that everybody has to be polygamous? I mean, it just makes it look so bad. You guys go Philadelphia Corporation for Aging address 642 North Broad Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19130. And there you go. Some information there. And I'm just putting up the information here so you guys can see the address there. I'm gonna leave that up. And we're gonna go to the new video he did, because I did say I wanted to check this out. But yeah, he talked about a chair after that. He didn't even say anything about it. He just went on to a chair like it was nothing. I mean, the buffoonery of Umar is unbelievable. So they do have a new part to the Danza Project interview as well. Oh my God. I'm trying to schedule something. Is Uncle Mo TV here? Yeah, we're trying to schedule something, set up something with Uncle Mo TV to have a joint live with him. And I think I want to go over all the parts of the Danza Project interview that are out with Uncle Mo TV. That would be awesome. So I'm definitely waiting back to hear, because I did email him earlier and say, hey, we can set up something for tomorrow. That would be awesome. Go over the Danza Project and what. Hold on a second. Okay, I think I got it. Here it is. Go over the Danza Project interview and just talk about that, and just shoot the breeze. So we'll see what Uncle Mo TV says, and if he's got time tomorrow, and we'll do that, man. We said we was gonna do a collab, and hopefully, get more information out for you guys to continue to stay on Umar's neck about, the mother, because he's not gonna get away with it. He's just not. So he did. There's a video post on this King Kong Consciousness channel. I think this is his channel. I don't know. But it's 9 minutes, almost 9 minutes long, y'all. And of course, he's saying some nonsense. It's a radio show. This is just part of, I don't know if this is the whole thing, but we're going to check this out. And then that's going to be our live, y'all. And then tomorrow, hopefully, we can team up with Uncle Mo TV and have a banger live stream and go over the Danza Project interview, all parts, and rock it out from there. So y'all put a 1 in the chat if you can see and hear. Let's get to it.
White women, stop sending me nude pictures on Instagram, please. I don't date outside my race.
They're going to try and change you. They're going to change you. They wanted to know if you had a comment about Stephen
This
Smith.
is new.
Stephen A. Smith and Jasmine Crockett. Okay.
This is new, y'all.
My issue with Stephen A., and I like Stephen A. because he does stand up for the people sometimes, but I do not think it is wise or appropriate for black men to publicly castigate and criticize black women in front of white folks. He could have pulled it to the side, sent her a message. We have to uphold our queens by any means necessary. So that's the fault. I'm going to tell you where I agree with what Stephen A. said. Too many black politicians are using Donald Trump as a scapegoat and an excuse to not serve the interests of their constituency. Don't use this as a distraction from the agenda, because guess what? Asians are still expecting their elected officials to carry out their needs. Jews, Chinese, East Indians, Latinos, they're still expecting our elected officials to attend to their needs. And black elected officials are of the mindset that black people shouldn't be asking anything of them at this time, since they're spending it battling Donald Trump. That's nonsense. You got elected to provide for me. You understand? And most politics is local. So what is the mayor of Boston doing for black Boston? Don't talk to me about no Donald Trump. What are the council persons of Boston doing for black Boston? Don't talk to me about Donald Trump. What are the U.S. congresspersons of Massachusetts doing for black Massachusetts? Don't talk to me about no Donald Trump. Don't use Trump and his racism as an excuse to not serve black people. I did agree with that piece of what Stephen A. said. Now, on Jasmine Crockett's side, I appreciate the sister, and I love her courage, and I appreciate she has no problem not backing down to Donald Trump. So keep doing your thing, Sister Jasmine. But when your term runs out, Dr. Umar is going to respectfully ask of you, my beautiful Texas queen, what have you done for black people in Texas? Because of all you can show me is a bunch.
What have you done, Umar, for black people on earth? Anywhere. Pick a state, a city, a county, a country, a continent. He literally, this is unbelievable. He literally thinks he's done something for black people that's so noteworthy for him to even sit here and ask this of anyone else. Umar, exactly. Thank you, Philip. Thank you. So he hasn't done anything. He doesn't even take care of his own children. When you're in a live stream talking about, has anyone heard from Baby Smurf? Stop calling her that. She has a name. Why don't you call her Black Princess or African Queen? Why don't you call her that? Why do you keep calling her Baby Smurf? That's not even like a term of endearment. She doesn't even take it as a compliment. It's insulting to her. He won't even call his own daughter Black Queen or Black Princess. And shout out to you, Lamicus. I don't want to mispronounce your name. Family should kick the door in. You know what? I feel you. I just want them to do things the right way legally. But if the police gets there and they determine they're going to have to make an entry, a forcible entry, I would rather they make that judgment call and let them kick that damn door in. And they kick it in, and it'll be legally justified. That way the family he don't have a reason to try to come back talking about, oh, they kicked in the door, they destroyed the door, even though he doesn't live there either. But I agree with you. It makes you want to go there and kick the damn door in. It really does. But I do want them to go there with the police. They don't need to be afraid of him. He's no one to be afraid of. Y'all, look at this. He's a slob. There's nothing to be afraid of. If he has to resort to just pulling out a weapon on his own family members that are there to see the mother, not him. They don't care about him. They don't want to see him. He don't have to exist. They're there to see her, not him. And he wants to make himself the center of attention with a weapon. Then you bring the Philadelphia Police Department to help him understand that he's not the center of attention. But if he wants to do this the hard way, he can. Come out here, blaze of glory if you want to. It'll be the last thing that the police department makes sure you do. You won't even be able to buck if you're around them. Because they're going to know that he has weapons in that house. Yeah, come on out here, blaze of glory. We'll take care of that. Police out here, they got some countermeasures. That's what needs, like, at the end of the day, this is where it needs to be. It's time for people to continue to push hard, push back on him when it comes to this with the mom. You don't like the rest of your relatives. No one cares. It is time for them to see their own mother, grandmother, their family. And if you get in their way, there are more of them than it is of you. And they could come with the police that have more weapons than you have. Bottom line, no one should be scared of him at this point. No one should be afraid of him. His little goony goons want to sit here and try to pull up on somebody. Yeah, have the police pull back up on their ass. Report them to the FBI. We're not doing this. No one should be scared of him. Don't give the bullies the power anymore. Take it from him. He doesn't want to go to court. His punk ass don't even want to be served. So that's exactly where they're going to have to go. And until then, they can keep calling, getting those wellness checks in. We want a wellness check. We want the police to go out there, the Elderly Association, social services, all y'all go out there. Keep going out there. Keep calling. We're not, this is non-negotiable at this point, Umar. It's non-negotiable. I want proof of life. Period. It's non-negotiable. That's what it comes down to. Non-negotiable. So I'm going to keep putting out content, putting out videos until they get, the end result is they get into that home. Police lays eyes on her, and they're wearing a body camera, to which I can foyer because I will. Social services, the Elderly Association, I don't care who goes out there, they lay eyes on her, and he's gonna have to be court ordered for the family to be able to see her, because he's not gonna do it willingly, because he acts like he's got a point to prove when he doesn't. No one cares about his tantrum or his stupid ass cult members. None of them. They have no power here. So, proof of life, Umar. And your family gets to see see her when they want, as much as they want. You're irrelevant. No one cares about your feelings, Umar. And a judge won't either. I highly doubt he will even go to court to try to explain to a judge why he's sitting here keeping the family from her. Because he's a coward. So it wouldn't even be difficult. He wouldn't show up. They would get automatic judgment. You don't show up. This is about our mother. Y'all keep sitting here letting her sitting up in the house. We don't even know she's alive. And he won't allow wellness check. Yeah, okay. The judge can only look away but for so long. They're not going to be able to look away any longer. And keep on, report it to the news media. Report it everywhere. That's what we're doing. Umar, I don't care how you feel. Thank you so much. Shout out to Jay Witt. Boots on the clown. Where the fam at? Where the fam at? Where the fam at? Boots on the clown. I know that's right. Putting our foot on his neck. Nobody should want this. Like, I can't imagine this being my mother. Nobody should want this for Barbara Shoemaker. She doesn't deserve this. She deserves her family. Shout out to one of my fantastic moms and my brother in Christ, Jay Witt, and a fantastic content creator. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for the member. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the $2 super. Contact HUD director and Trump admin. He's black. I know. Look, get all of them out there. Yeah. Have you seen Mama Shoemake? We want signs of life. This is diabolical. It's evil for him to be doing this. It's so evil. What's going on, Pamela? Yeah, he is evil. Very, very evil. Hey, Bernice. What human says the president is a piece of... Yeah, we want to see his mom, and he's sitting here talking about everything, but Umar ain't about that life. He ain't. He won't go outside blaze with a weapon and he see the police out there. He won't even open the door for the police. That's how much of a coward he is. Her first name is Barbara. Last name Shoemake. Manny, if you can drop her name in the chat, I appreciate it. Barbara Shoemake. That is his mother's name. And I don't have an address for her home, but I will send an email to those who could keep calling for a wellness check to be done. And you guys can just call the Elderly Association and say, hey, listen, Barbara Shoemake is the mother of Umar Johnson. You guys have gone. If you call the city of Philadelphia, they have a record every time people call. When they go out there and say, you guys have gone out there. We don't have her address, but this is the vicinity of where she lived. And you have it. Okay. Then if you guys could, like Miss Independent, please call. If there's a point of contact that people can know, at least that, because I don't want to put her address out there. But if there's a point of contact that you can provide, please leave the name of the person that they can contact directly. That way they know where she lives, and then they can continue to go out there and say, we're not going to give up until we know that she's alive and safe, and her family wants to see her. He's restricting the family. So we're expecting something to be done. The family is trying to, challenge him, and rightfully so. He has no authority to restrict her from her whole family. So call 311, report squeaky wheels and all that. I know, right? Report everything. The house is a mess. It's filthy. We've seen, the outsides of the home. There's several videos of it. It doesn't look like it have ramps. I mean, we don't nobody know if she's alive or if she's going to the doctor, or she's getting medications. She has ran away from him in the past. Continue to reinforce that. And if you have to, make sure you send the police out there and ask them to wear their body camera and get, a foyer in for the police body camera. The police go out there, they're supposed to be wearing body camera and it's supposed to be on. Then that way we can start getting a foyer request in for those police body camera footages, because that's what I want. So that way we can see through the police body camera footage what's happening, and then that can be used in court. Police body camera footages are admissible evidence in court. Then the family can use that as well. He's going to be in ATL this coming weekend. Who's with his mother? Is that Jay? And that's the thing. When he's not there with her, who's with the mother? That's the question everybody's asking. When he's not with the mother, who's with the mother? Because she's wheelchair and bedbound. Somebody has to be there with her. She's immobile. Who's with her? How is she getting changed? How's she getting bathed? I mean, all these things. Who's doing laundry? Who's cooking meals? Like, none of this makes sense to me. Someone bedbound, wheelchair bound, and you're going out of town and you're the caretaker and you don't want anyone else to see her? Yeah, that doesn't, it makes, y'all know how bad that sounds? No one can visit her, see her. They can't do a wellness check. She's wheelchair bound, bedbound. Y'all saw the video earlier where he turned away social services, said that she wasn't there, but yet she requires 7 days a week, 24/7 type service. 7 days a week. Who's with her when he's not there? beyond concerning. And it doesn't add up. Even if you work in the medical field, it doesn't add up because that's not normal. For the conditions that she has, the fact that she's wheelchair bound, bed bound, she's immobile. She can't even go to the bathroom. How is she able to go to use the bathroom, like to dispose waste? Is she wearing a diaper? Who's changing it? Who's turning her? If she can't turn in bed, who's turning her to keep her from getting bed sores? These are all the questions that I ask when I hear stuff like that. It's so crazy. And he's getting money to do this. He's supposed to be the caretaker. That means he's probably getting money to take care of her or to get someone to take care of her. Who's going out there to take care of her? That's what's so crazy to me. And he won't let anyone in the home, won't let the family see her. It's unbelievable. Okay, so his nickname, Umar. God. All those names. I mean, Jesus. All right, y'all, let's get back to this video. I appreciate you guys so much for chiming in. Stay engaged in the chat. Ask questions so that, the family can see. People are concerned. People are helping however we can. We're helping. And then I'll get to the supers at the end. Let's get back to the video. I appreciate all of you all. Hit that like button as well.
A bunch of interviews and a bunch of back and forth with Donald Trump, that's not going to get my approval. She can spend all the time she wants in the media. I have no problem for it. But you better have something to show for it when it's over. That's all I'm saying.
Coming from the man who has no school.
And I'm sure she's going to say this is a bigger fight right now with this.
You know why it's not the bigger fight? You know why it's not the bigger fight? Because they're not fighting. What exactly is the Democrats doing to stop Trump? Nothing. Did you see all the...
He's not doing anything either. Once again, coming from someone who said he was going to open a school 6.5 years ago and still has not done that.
Democrats, did y'all see all the Democrats, black and white,
you can't make this
that
up.
sided with the Republicans to honor Charlie Kirk? Oh, look at that. Right. So how is Donald Trump a problem for the Democrats when y'all stood with him for Charlie Kirk? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't believe in celebrating the death of anyone. I didn't like it when black people celebrated Kirk's death. You don't do that because too many of ours have been politically assassinated, and we don't want people laughing at us. But I am not going to defend Charlie Kirk. Right. He was a white supremacist and a racist who said some very disrespectful things about black people. But so then how do black Democrats and white...
What does that make this Oompa Loompa who says the same shit about his own black people? I mean, he will literally send out his Goonie Goons to pull up on black people. He has threatened the lives of black people, black women. He threatened the life of Marianne Lorien. He filed a slap suit against Marianne Lorien for $500,000. He has talked about Lene Stacks and dogged her out. Lennon Honor, another black man, dogged him out. Call him derogatory names. Doxed him and his family, which is illegal. It's a cybercrime. He doxed Lennon Honor and his family, his whole family, including the minor children. He doxed Lene Stacks. He's doxed Black Anonymous. He doxes people he doesn't agree with that are black. And he does not bat an eye over that. He doesn't lose a second of sleep if he's getting it. He's certainly not missing out on a Little Debbie snack cake. This is what he does to his ops that say things he don't like. And these are black people he's doing this to. And he's got the audacity to call somebody a supremacist. What does that make him? What does that make Umar? You can have your views on Charlie Kirk and any Republican you want. But what I will not agree to is Umar Johnson being the biggest, fattest, ugliest hypocrite to roam this earth in this realm where he doesn't belong. Return to your maker in hell, Umar. That's where you belong. Show sign of life with your mother. You want to sit here and talk about somebody being a supremacist while you dog out black people left and right. You're taking advantage of black people every time you take their money and then make false statements about opening a school when you know you're not doing that. And then you want to cry and whine about it like a baby to a Father Moses Baba Yaga. Unbelievable. He's not doing anything at all. So I would say Jasmine Crockett is doing more than he is. Jasmine Crockett is also not running around here saying, I'm opening up a school for black boys either. And then has this grift going for 6.5 years. And then whenever someone tries to offer free help, turns it down. How many vendors and contractors has he ignored and not returned their emails when they tried to actually offer free services? All he had to do was secure a permit. You can't make this up. Yeah, go ahead and keep running your mouth, Umar. The IRS is loving this. They loving it.
Democrats go across the aisle over to the other side and stand in solidarity for Charlie Kirk. Look at Snow Bunny Van Jones. Snow Bunny Van Jones sat up there and tried to sanitize Charlie Kirk to the world on that interview. Talking about something, he was reaching out to me and he wanted a conversation. Negro, he wanted to bring you on the platform and embarrass you in the interest of white conservative politics. He wasn't, and Candace Owens said Charlie Kirk was a best friend? How in the hell can a black woman have a white supremacist as a best friend?
Let me tell you something. The fact that he's sitting here asking, how can one person of one race be best friends with another person of another race? She didn't consider him to be a supremacist, obviously. But let's go back to Umar and how he treats black people himself. How many black people have been subjected to being doxxed by this man? Threatened. He's wanted his ops to have people pull up on them. And he has said it in videos. I need y'all to pull up on these people. And then proceeds to dox them and give out their address. He has had a content creator say and allege that he would sexually assault a woman because Umar Johnson didn't like her. Sexually assault a woman because Umar Johnson didn't like her. Another grown man was willing to risk his liberty and freedom, black man at that, to attack a black woman sexually because Umar Johnson didn't like her. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down here? Hit the like button. How do we get here to where he's talking about supremacy when he is bringing all of this degradation to black families, black communities, to black people? You want a woman to be sexually assaulted by Poetic Flacco in your name because you don't like what somebody said. But they're all black and you don't seem to care about that, Umar. You walking hypocrite. Yeah, he looks like a hippopotamus with pubic hairs on his face and a hat on. A hippo. You can't make this.
But that's Snow Bunny Candace. Snow Bunny Van, Snow Bunny Candace, Snow Bunny like Barkley.
Owens, so I'm not defending her.
I'm tired of these Snow Bunny loving niggas.
But I'm tired of his hypocritical ass too. Hypocrite.
Well, let us know how you really feel.
Yeah, he putting on the show. He keep looking in the phone in the camera like he making a point. With all the pubic hairs on his face. You know, I wonder how many, shaving razors that this came from. Because, he's got to still somehow show us how dirty and nasty and disgusting he is. No matter how hard he tries to prove he does take a bath.
Aren't you holding back on nothing?
See, here's what you understand. When a black person marries a white person, they're doing it for 3 reasons. Number one, it boosts their self-esteem.
You can't make this up.
Because if you don't hate yourself, you'll never seek a mate outside your race.
You can't make
self-hate. And if you don't believe me, read Frantz Fanon, Black Skin, White Mask. Frantz Fanon was a bunny hopper. Great black revolutionary, but he was a bunny hopper. But he told the truth. Black people marry white people because you want to be white your damn self. Number two, a white spouse tells the white power structure that you are a safe, trustable Negro. It is your political path to opportunity in the white power structure. And number three, you don't want your children to look like you. Hi, Serena.
Wow.
What do you mean, wow?
And
That's not profound.
Well, how the hell she gonna give that body to a Caucasian? Five.
Why does he think he deserves it? Because, Umar, you didn't marry any of the black women you've impregnated. And there are what, 3 of them? 4? 4 black women out here. You've stuck your shangle stick in and impregnated. You didn't marry any of those women. And then when you speak of marriage, you say you want 2 wives. You worried about Serena Williams? You don't have a job. You're not in the standing to be jealous, Umar, when you're unemployed. When you're sitting here facing many investigations. All the allegations that's going his way to the IRS and FBI is unreal. You have threatened the life of Marianne Lorient, and you didn't think that would be reported? You're out of your mind. You're crazy. You have no brain and no soul. He sold his mind, his brain, his soul to Lucifer as a 2-for-1 special for $4.99 with a biscuit. Yeah, Umar is nothing but a chicken. He's just a chicken. You're sitting here wondering why someone is dating somebody outside the race when you treated black women like objects. That's how he's seeing Serena right now. He's talking about her body, not her profession, not her intelligence, not her ability to make money. Body. How do you give that body like she's not a person?
5 thick in the thighs with all them center bars.
Disgusting, man.
And you're gonna give that to a Caucasian, Serena?
He's an idiot.
If you see
He's been on the show.
the body's not even the same.
I know. But let me say this in defense of my sister Serena, because I love her. And if I had to vote,
No, he
Serena
doesn't.
Williams would get my vote.
We're only talking about her body. This is the thing. This is a man who has 4 baby mamas, 3 or 4. What number are we on with baby mamas? 4? With his racist ass? He is so racist. We're on baby number 4. And you haven't married none of them. You can't get a woman like Serena Williams because you're unemployed. You broke back Mountain Oompa Loompa.
As the most powerful, impactful athlete of this century. More than LeBron James, more than Tiger. She dominated. She dominated tennis, right? But I don't know if y'all know this. Sister Serena and Venus, Snow Bunny Venus and Snow Bunny Serena, they went through a lot of hell on them courts.
Yes, they did.
White people were calling them the N-word, monkeys, gorillas. I read some of the stuff they had to say about them, and they wouldn't even put them out. How does somebody talk to a player like that? And you don't even put them out the tennis match. So they went through a lot of psychological trauma that I think led to them bunny hopping. That does not excuse it. But from a psychological standpoint, I'm saying I understand, although I don't condone. I love you, Serena.
I gotta ask you, my brother, because D'Angelo just passed away, man.
Yes,
Why
sir.
does
Rest
he
in
keep
peace to
looking in the
D'Angelo.
camera? Why does he keep looking in the camera like he's making a point? Like, yeah, y'all see how good of a job I'm doing with my ape shit and all? Because he's sitting there looking like ape shit. Who is this station? Y'all see this? 98.1 FM. Am I looking at that correctly? Look at this. All it has is this pyramid scheme. Y'all see this pyramid scheme? Bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. That's a pyramid scheme. It's tiered. Tax deductible donations. Who's gotten a tax statement out of him again? It doesn't even say where he is. That's not what goes in the information area of the description of the video, you idiot. Umar, you should be telling us where you are in the description. Looks like 98.1 FM on the actual mic thing here. I would not have even allowed him to wear those headphones. Dude, you need to cut this down or wash it. Here, use a baby wipe. You're gonna have to sterilize all of this when he's gone.
That broke my
Unbelievable.
Yes, sir.
And giving
He
him
had
a
some
platform
good
to
bangers.
this nonsense.
Yeah.
Some hood bangers back in the day. When I heard about Brother D'Angelo's passing, the first thought that automatically popped into my head is whether or not his passing had anything at all to do with Sister Angie Stone's death. Because we all know that she transitioned under some very, very mysterious circumstances. You know, being ran over by a rig on the highway, going the opposite direction after it crossed over the meridian. A white woman helped out the car, sat her down on the side of the highway. White woman goes back to her car, and the next minute, this big truck crosses the meridian, going the opposite direction, and runs Angie Stone over. I mean, how likely is that to happen? Right. And she's the only one who died in the whole entourage. And we know she was engaged in a fight for her masters, her publishing.
Thank you, Ed Avis. He had pancreatic cancer. D'Angelo had pancreatic cancer. That's it. Everything doesn't have to be a conspiracy here. He had pancreatic cancer. What do you mean? Her death being suspicious is a separate event on its own. It's not, I wonder how these deaths connect. They don't connect. He had pancreatic cancer. That's it. You can call it coincidental all you want, but it's pancreatic cancer. He had pancreatic cancer when she died. What is he talking about? You can't make this up. It's so stupid. Oh my, so stupid. And not S-T-U-P-I-D. I mean stupid, like S-T-O-O-P-I-D. Stupid. Oh my goodness. What's going on, Black Light TV? Shout out to you. Black people can't just die. I mean, he had, exactly. The man had pancreatic cancer. Shout out to you, Black Light TV. If I can get the mod to drop his YouTube channel link into the comment section, Black Light TV. Y'all, we got all the superstars coming up in here. I appreciate you all for tuning in. This man had, D'Angelo died from pancreatic cancer, people. There is no way I can sit here and just let him ruin the legacy of D'Angelo. You know, the man that created the song How Does It Feel and did a video with no shirt on, no clothes on, and just kind of rotated around on the table. And every woman became pregnant at the same time.
And her unpaid.
Y'all, D'Angelo made what's called baby making songs, okay? I still watch that video to this day. I have to watch it with caution. Watch that video at your own pace. Please do not be, your prime ovulation cycle. When you watch that, you will get automatically pregnant. Y'all remember when grandmamas used to tell us, yeah, don't go out there and kiss the boys that, you being a fast tail, hot tail young little girl out there trying to hang around them little boys and stuff. You kiss them, you might get pregnant. Yeah, that was the whole thing with D'Angelo's video. How does it feel? Music video will get you pregnant.
Royalties. Right. So was D'Angelo trying to pick up where Angie Stone left off and met his own demise? I don't want to speculate because I need more information, more evidence on the situation. But one thing I learned about black celebrity passings is you don't accept what the media tells you. I do not accept
Pancreatic cancer. Pancreatic cancer. Until I see anything documentation-wise, any evidence to the contrary, his family said it. They shared children together. They shared children. They had a daughter and a son, I think. Didn't they have 2 kids together? Angie Stone and D'Angelo had 2 kids, right? They had 2 kids. So if the kids came out and said, my dad passed from pancreatic cancer, why in the world are you saying we should not trust that coming from the child? You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. I don't. They had 1 son. Okay, I thought he had a daughter. Didn't he have a daughter? I thought he had a son and a daughter with her. But even if they had 1 kid, if the child comes out and says, okay, they only had 1 boy. All right, gotcha. And the child comes out, the son comes out and says, my dad passed from pancreatic cancer. Why are we not to believe that? It's not a conspiracy. It can be scientifically proven. But if the son comes out and says, yeah, my dad passed from pancreatic cancer, what do you mean we should not trust that? That's not the media talking. This is his child. Man, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this up. I don't, man. All right. Who child? Pancreatic cancer. It was pancreatic cancer, people. Nothing that I just, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I wouldn't. And he's sitting here trying to turn it into a conspiracy. He's trying to turn the death of D'Angelo into a conspiracy about Angie Stone's death. He's an absolute moron. He's an idiot. He's doing this to get attention too, and it's disgusting and vile.
The media narrative on any passing. We know Michael Jackson was murdered because he didn't want to sell his stake in the...
Nothing to do with Michael. Nothing to do with Michael. Michael Jackson did not pass from pancreatic cancer. Period. Bottom line, he didn't. No one said Michael Jackson passed from pancreatic cancer. They said D'Angelo passed from pancreatic cancer. The end. There have been so many celebrities that have passed away due to cancers. And it was noted that they passed due to a specific cancer. That's it. Why are you making that a conspiracy?
Beatles catalog. We know Prince was murdered because he didn't want to give up his unpublished music. We know Tupac was murdered because he was politicizing the gangs. We know that Whitney Houston was murdered because she wanted her publishing and her masters back. We know that Jimi Hendrix was murdered because he was financing the Black Panther Party, or at least intending to do so. All of our musicians were executed by the white power structure of the music industry because they refused to play along. Sam Cooke was murdered because he did not want to go along with the major music label.
Is there any proof to show that D'Angelo died by any other method or measure because of anything to do with his music? Pancreatic cancer is bad in and of itself. Why does that need to be somehow theorized into some conspiracy about some music? I don't care that he's saying this about all the other musicians. It's not factually true about D'Angelo. Just let this man rest in peace, Umar. You're an idiot. Umar is an idiot. You know why he's mad? He's jealous because he's gonna die a nobody. Umar died, being the liar and scammer who never opened a school. Then restricting his mother from seeing the rest of her family. So he died a nobody. He was not a good father. He was never a husband. He was not a good friend. He was a scammer. He took people's money. He threatened people. People were cyber stalked and harassed. People were doxxed. People have had their lives threatened by him. He filed slap suits for $500,000. Tried to take the intellectual property of another Black woman. So you want to sit here and talk about all these musicians, Umar, that you are claiming have had the last second for, intellectual property. You tried to sue Mary Ann Laurent for intellectual property. And then you threatened her life while you're sitting here talking about all these musicians died. Y'all, do y'all see the hypocrisy in this? The hypocrisy of it all. All these musicians died because they didn't want to play ball and this, that, and the third. While he threatened the life of Mary Ann Laurent and filed a slap suit against her for $500,000 for intellectual property to her film. How is that not hypocrisy? Umar, you want to sit here and talk about how all of these black musicians died over some music rights while you try to sue Mary Ann Laurent for her film rights because you couldn't get what you want. And then when you turned around and realized this slap lawsuit was stupid and you weren't going to win in court, and the judge probably was going to order you to pay her more money than that, you and your thunkhead attorneys decided to settle because you knew it was inevitable. You weren't going to have a choice. You either faced a judgment to pay her X amount of dollars because you would have lost, or settle and pay her X amount of dollars. Then you turn around and threaten her life because you couldn't get the intellectual property to her film. So for you to be sitting here and saying all these people died when you tried to do the same thing to someone else, it's just evil. It's beyond hypocritical. It's evil. Evil.
First black artist to own his own masters and recordings. So whenever our celebrities die, there's normally more to the story than bad health conditions.
Thank you, Black Light.
Yeah, and the rumors are already floating around about the.
Look how he keeps looking in the video, man. Oh my God, you can't make this up. Look how he keeps looking in the video after he says something, like he's trying to get the approval of people watching. No, you're evil. You're an evil, hypocritical piece of shit. You wanted to threaten the life of someone. You could not get their intellectual property, the rights to her film, after you realized that your slap suit for $500,000 was going to fail in court. It was dead on arrival. It's a slap suit. They're never successful. That's the face of an idiot. This is the face of an Oompa Loompa loser. Right here. This is it. Just want you all to see that. That's what we're looking at. An Oompa Loompa loser who has nothing to offer, nothing to show for anything he's done in his life. Keeps lying about his degrees. I'm going to get the dissertations for every single last one of them, Umar. So keep lying about that. I'm going to tell you right now, embarrassment is what you're going to get out of me, and that'll be the least of it. That dissertation, the PCOM, has to be one of the biggest cons that I've seen in the education system in all my life. That dissertation should not have warranted and led to a graduate degree for any reason. Now he got to get the mic sterilized. Now they got to sterilize the microphone and the headphones because it didn't touch that nasty ass body. Y'all bring in the Clorox wipes and the sanitation station because, we had Umar here today. It's so demonic. Thank you. Very demonic. Why did she do the documentary? We knew he was a scammer. And she wanted to do a film. And she's a part of, I think she said she's a part of the conscious community. This is before she found out who he really was. So she was a supporter of his. And she wanted to do a film, being a part of the community and having donated to the school. And she realized who he was, but she had to learn him the hard way with him imposing himself on the film. So originally she had an actor lined up to, play the role, right? And basically he decided, I guess he figured she was doing a film. So here he is. Y'all, here's Umar. So Umar was like, I want to do the movie. And Umar invoked himself in the film, but then he came in and took over. So Oompa Loompa decided, well, I don't like how you're showing and presenting my mother. I don't like how you're talking about, my children's mothers, and I don't like how you're presenting me as a father. All these things, Oompa Loompa made her change the script up. He threw a tantrum. He stomped around and yelled and screamed like a child, because he couldn't get his candy fix for the day, I guess. Let's not forget he had dirty bags where he had a weapon in it, some wooden bees, something of some sort, animal intestines in a Ziploc bag. Oompa Loompa was just doing the most, okay? And so it got to the point where so much of the film had to be changed to where it wasn't even anywhere near the script. And she talked about it. She did a video after it aired because people were like, what did we watch? And I asked the same thing. It's not to dog her out. There's no way Oompa Loompa right here allowed that script to go as it was written. He threw the biggest epic tantrum ever. And when it aired out, he threatened her to sue her if it were to air, if it premiered, because he didn't like it. After he made all these changes and demands, and she changed up a lot, including the location of the main filming in the houses. So she changed up a lot last minute. And Oompa Loompa walked around with a little tantrum. Look at him. Just walking around with these little headphones and this little red, plastic suit on. He just threw a whole fit. And she naturally trying to just, be accommodating. And he's the star of the film, She's like, okay, we can do this. We can't do this. Like, she put her foot down when it came to the hotel. Oompa Loompa in a hotel. And he didn't like the hotel. He was trying to make demands to have her book him at the Marriott. Like he's a real king or something. Oompa Loompa, y'all look at this. Look at Umar. Does he look like he should be staying in a Marriott marquee? Does he look like he has the right to make that type of demand? Come on now. But she said, you know what? If you want to stay there, I will cancel the reservations I have for you, and I will pay whatever I paid towards this hotel towards that, and you can pay the difference. And he was like, oh, never mind, because he didn't have the money. So Oompa Loompa realized he wasn't going to get that. And I think it was something with, he changed the attorney, the judge, the location for the courtroom scene. Then he came out and was like, I want to win at the end. So, of course, Oompa Loompa, he stomped around. She ended up having to play the role of the attorney because he didn't want a white woman playing the attorney. And then it was just a whole mess. And she said she cried in the car and everything. After all he put her through in the film, this Oompa Loompa, Umar Johnson, turned around and then told her, if you play the film, if you allow it to air, premiere, she had it booked in theaters and everything. He said, I'll sue you. That's the nonsense he put her through. This is the nonsense that this Umar Johnson, Oompa Loompa here put her through. Can you believe it? And then after it premiered on YouTube, I know I saw it on YouTube. She had started a channel, put it on YouTube. Then he tried to file that slap suit against her for the $500,000, wanting the rights to the film. So Umar here, Oompa Loompa, filed that slap suit, made her get an attorney and everything else. And he called her a couple times. He sent threats. I think he purchased a membership on her channel. All these things he did just to mess with her. It's cyber harassment, messing with her on YouTube, doing things. She went to the police. They told her it was not a criminal matter issue. Probably should have got the protection order. But he ended up just out of nowhere settling with her because he realized that slap suit was not going to get him anywhere. And the judge looking at this Oompa Loompa probably would have just laughed and said, "What the hell you doing down there with this little red suit on, Umar Johnson? What you doing down there? Why are you trying to sue somebody for $500,000 in intellectual property that you don't own? How do you plan on proving that you deserve the rights to her film?" See, he wouldn't have been able to do that. Can y'all imagine Umar trying to clean out a toilet now? He would have fell in it. Can you imagine this Umar Johnson, the Oompa Loompa, cleaning out the toilet? He would have fell flat in it. Oh, yes. Lil J, thank you for reminding me about the sex scene that Umar wanted with a white woman where he's in the bed with her. She's naked at the top from the waist up, I guess, pressed up. And then all of a sudden he was supposed to push her out the bed. All this stupid stuff he wanted. And she's like, no. This is all what Umar wanted, the Oompa Loompa. Yeah, he thinks that he's a star. And he's not. He's not a star. He's a nobody. So, yeah, that's what bothers me about this whole interview here. He's the contradiction to this entire interview. He's a contradiction to the whole thing. Because everything he said he didn't like. That's what he tried to do. He tried to sue someone for intellectual property, but he's talking about all these artists that he claims lost their lives due to music rights. And even if there's any thought to that, it's the fact that he tried to do the same thing, except to Marianne Lorient, an independent filmmaker. And then he thinks that somehow people will honor him when he's dead and gone.
Recordings. So whenever our celebrities die, there's normally more to the story than bad health conditions.
But his kids would say otherwise.
Floating around about D'Angelo.
Damn, doctor.
This rumor is his phone was swiped.
Y'all see how he looks dead at the camera after
The
that?
rumors are already
What?
floating around about D'Angelo.
Damn, doctor.
This rumor is his phone was swiped and something to do with the alarm.
If D'Angelo's phone was in fact swiped,
right.
If D'Angelo's phone was wiped clear, he was murdered. There's no need.
That's stupid. He had pancreatic cancer. Pancreatic cancer. If his son is attesting to this, why are you sitting here spewing theories out, making it harder for his son? Oh, that's right. Umar doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care about his own kids. Got
to
it.
wipe that man phone clear.
Okay.
Unless you got to hide something.
Yeah, he's an idiot. All right. That's the whole video. 98.1 FM gave this idiot a platform and let Oompa Loompa talk. And for what reason, I don't know. No one asked him questions when they're giving him this platform. The Danza Project posted up part 6 to their interview. And we have confirmation that we will be having Uncle Mo TV on tomorrow at 5 p.m., I think. So we're going to be going over that. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. I'm going to set it up. I told him, please make sure he does a joint live stream from his channel as well. That is exciting. I'm excited. We're going to be talking with Uncle Mo TV tomorrow, having him on the channel and doing a joint live with him, going over the Danza Project newest interview videos. I actually want to do parts, I think 3 or 4 through 6. So that would be about 2 or 3 good interview videos right there. We all know that the Danza Project gave a softball. I don't even want to call that an interview. It was something. It was a conversation. I don't know what the hell that was. They didn't ask him any questions. They didn't give any pushback. They didn't even try hard. And then they fed him and led him into, anything regarding the school. Oh, you people don't understand how hard this is. How hard what is? To start a website? Let's start with him purchasing a domain. There's no school website. But y'all see on this King Kong Consciousness BS here, y'all look at the description of this video on King Kong Consciousness web on YouTube channel. Look at the description of the video. He's got his pyramid scheme contribution packages right here. Y'all see that? Clear as day. Here you go. He don't have a problem putting this up, or the lie about tax deductible donations. Who's gotten a tax statement from donating to FDMG again? I want to see a tax statement letter. Just for shits and giggles. Who's gotten the actual tax statement? Did the Oompa Loompa send out a tax statement to anybody out there that can email me a copy? Please tell me. Please email me a copy of that tax statement. LadyLuckClubLLC at yahoo.com. I would gladly post it up. I'll go over it and put it in my next live. Not the one tomorrow, but the one after that. If you got a tax statement to send me that you received from Poompa Oompa Loompa, who cleans out dookie toilets of a school he's probably living in, that refuses to allow his family members to see his mother because they deserve the right to do so. You've given that Oompa Loompa some money to FDMG, and he's giving you a tax statement letter, which means that he has to be keeping up with the donations and the contributions coming in order to send you a letter. That would mean he would need your information in order to send you a letter. That means that your dollars have to be maintained on some sort of general ledger, because you're not going to get a letter every time you send a contribution. It's going to be for you to utilize to file with your taxes. So let's say you buy one of these pyramid scheme packages right here. Bronze is like $25 a month. If you give $25 a month for 6 months, and he sends a letter to you at the end of the year, it has to have all 6 of the donations you've given, not just one $25 donation. That means he has to be keeping record of the money coming in. Are you all picking up what I'm putting down? Put a 1 in the chat. Don't make me go Lennon style and hit the 1. Hit the 1. You understand why you're not getting a letter if you have not received it? Because that would imply he's maintaining donations that are coming in. There's some sort of record, general ledger, report, some sort of Excel file that exists. There's something where he's maintaining the contributions that are coming in, especially if you've purchased one of these pyramid scheme packages. Then if you have this set to where it automatically comes out of your account every month, it's going to some PayPal account. These are all PayPal. Y'all see this? PayPal.com. So it's going to some PayPal. He has to be maintaining those records on his end. Now, PayPal is going to have each transaction stored on a server. So, if the IRS and the FBI needs to subpoena and get those records, they'll get it from PayPal.com, not him, because we all know he's not maintaining it. But in order for you to get a tax deductible letter, he would have to be maintaining all of your donations somewhere in order to total up how much you've sent for the entire year to him. Because he's not going to just send you one letter with one donation, especially if you have something coming out every single month. So this is why I'm asking. If you have a letter, I want it. I want that damn letter. Send me that damn letter. I want a copy of that damn letter. You can redact your address. Don't need that. If you have like your phone number, I don't need that. Your email, don't need that. You can just put your YouTube channel name on it so I can know you're a real person. Hey, Lady Luck, this is my tax statement letter I received from Oompa Loompa Umar. Please email me a copy of it because I want to see what that looks like. Because then that would be proof he's maintaining contribution somewhere. Because so far, no one's gotten a damn letter. And guess what it would do? It would contradict the contribution amount that he puts on those tax statements. Y'all remember those tax form 990s I pulled up yesterday? Yeah, it would contradict all of that because it wouldn't add up. The amounts would not add up. The yearly amount would not equal whatever he's putting on those tax statements because this is tax deductible now. Tax deductible now. That means that it should be reporting to the IRS on both ends, from his end and from the donor's end. But the amounts that he's sending out on all these letters have to add up to what he's received for contribution dollars. Year after year after year. You can't come up with one number for 2023 and then on 2024 when it says prior year, you put a whole nother number. Hell no. Do you all know how much trouble he would be with the IRS if he sent you a damn letter? The IRS would say, thank you for building the case for us, you idiot. Y'all know how much trouble he would be in if he sent out a tax deductible letter? That would get him so effed up, it wouldn't even be funny. He would tell on himself, it's a red flag. There is no way those numbers would match. So if he sends you all a letter, I'm telling you right now, make sure you just because Lady Luck Club, let me just see if she's right. Look at that letter and see how much it is on that tax statement. And see if it's reported on the tax forms. On tax form 990 under FDMG. Just check it out on the tax form and see if it's reported. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you it will not match. The numbers don't even match year to year. They're certainly not going to match any contributions that have come from PayPal or anything. Cash apps. Nope. He doesn't even report that stuff separately. You would think he would list the source of each of those contributions for his taxes. He has a firm that does it. I'm wondering how much is he paying this so-called firm? I don't know if anybody heard of that firm we saw on the tax forms yesterday. Because I'm curious to know how much he pays these people to do his taxes. I'm going to pull it up again. Because now I'm really curious to know if they get paid. Because you can't make this up. Y'all, now, yeah, we're going to look at it. I got to look at this. Y'all know I never care about how Umar kick rocks. Okay, let me show this. I'm wondering how much he pays this Kincaid Services Group. I'm going to look them up. Kincaid Services Group. Yeah, this is supposed to be the tax firm that does his taxes. Let me go to his website. Hold on. How much y'all think he paying them? Okay, here's the website. MarvinKincaid.com. Is this shit real? Marvin Kincaid? Is that a real person? Credit Solutions. Y'all, if this thing, if this is fake, Umar, if you don't have a real tax firm doing your taxes, powered by GoDaddy, listen, look, oh my good Lord. Kick It Spot Corporation LLC. Y'all, is this real? This is the website to the tax firm that does his taxes. Site content. Let's go back to home. We specialize in tax preparation. Our service extend to providing small business consulting, accounting, and payroll services. How do we do it? They don't have anything else on here. Subscribe. What? Accounting methods. Do they? Yeah, it takes you to a whole nother website from Investopedia. If you click on accounting methods, it takes you to Investopedia.com. It doesn't even tell you any information. Drop us a line. $50. Consultation service is $50. How much is the actual tax service? Kincaid Services Group. And y'all see the information here. 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. If this goes to his number, it's going to be funny as hell if somebody try to call this and it goes straight to Umar. You can't make this stuff up. Are you kidding me? This is man, I'm telling y'all right now. I don't think this is real. Because there's nothing here. Drop us a line. That's it. Sign up for email. I don't think this stuff real. No information on nothing. And credit solutions. That's it. Umar, you're screwed. You're so screwed. That is so screwed. He's so screwed. Powered by GoDaddy. Shay says somebody said they're gonna call it right quick. Nidra, you want to call it right quick? I'm gonna drop the number. Umar's so screwed. He get mad when people go behind him on this stuff. This is what happens when you lie like hell, Umar. This is what happens when you lie like hell. You talking about you gonna send out tax statement letters? Okay, let's see them tax statement letters. There go the number. What is tax statement letters at, Umar? I'm just saying, you got a tax firm doing your taxes, right? And they're not even making sure that your taxes, your information is the same year to year. You're not even making sure that the numbers are the same year to year. How do you expect somebody to believe you when you talk about you're going to send out tax statements, tax deductible donations, where people are going to get tax statements here? He said it. It's right here, people. Tax deductible donations. These pyramid scheme packages coming in through PayPal, they should have documentation. They should have some reports or something where he's maintaining all these donations for him to send out tax statement letters. How long has this been up? How long has this channel been up? If he's had this channel up and this is on other videos, guess what? Now you're responsible for sending out tax statements going back to what, 2019, 2020? Because he's been saying that for a while. In the older videos, I've heard him say, hey, we send out tax statement letters and they're tax deductible. He said that on the Jamar interview with Jamar. That was from 2020, 2019, 2020. Okay, so you said that back in 2019, 2020 with Jamar, that these are tax deductible. So if we call this Kincaid Services group and they're not even real, then these tax statements here, it's a red flag for the IRS, and they're going to be very, very angry at you. They're going to be so mad. It's not even... Oh, they're going to whoop his ass in that in the investigation. The IRS is going to be so pissed. All right, what did they say? I just called it. What did it say? Nita, what did they say? Hold on. Nita said, we with the shits. Yes, we are. Anybody let me know what they say. The company EIN should reveal more. Let me see. This is the EIN 26-4762082. That's their EIN right here. Because he said he's sending out tax statement letters. We're trying to figure out why the tax statements don't even match up. And why you talking about people getting letters and they not getting them. So what is your tax firm trying to do? What they doing? The tax firm should be making sure if you're going to sit here and tell people you're going to send out some letters, then you need to send out them letters, right? Ain't nobody got no letter. You're not even making sure the numbers are consistent. We're waiting on somebody to tell me if they called or not. Child boo. It probably won't even, would it read? It says 9 to 5, y'all. Who am I going under the jail? Did you say I just called it? It's an actual tax firm and they're very real. Really? Did you put it on speaker? What's the address? What's the address for the office? Let me see. Address is 6132 Lancaster Avenue. Here it is. So why is he not sending out letters? He's got a very real tax firm doing his taxes, but he's not sending out letters because he said he was going to do that since 2019. Umar's a big dummy. I know. I'm just saying. Yeah, he will probably incorporate a whole firm to go along with this scam if it means keeping him out of jail. I'm just curious why, Umar, why you haven't sent out tax statements and why the numbers on your tax forms don't match every year. Nidris Umar. Somebody call. Let me know if y'all it's an actual accountant. Is it? Umar is more full of crap. Not in service, just dialed. Boston man said he dialed. It's not in service. Yeah, it's not in service. Y'all see that here? Boston man said I just dialed. Not in service. Umar, you got some splaining to do. Yeah, this is why we have 2 and 3 people verify. Oops, failed. Wrong number. Okay, hold on. Let's go back. I called and a guy answered. Who's the guy? He said he is an accountant. Where, Umar? Hold on. Yes, it is a guy. He's got to tell the fans my name's not Umar Jermaine. I'm Peter Brown. Yeah. Y'all know y'all don't have to get a person your name right. Tavares said not in service. Y'all seeing the number here? Let me share this tab with the numbers. There's a 215-477-4700 and then a 215-477-4709. Now, oftentimes when you see these numbers like this, one is like a main line, the other is like a fax number. But I'm gonna drop it in the chat again. Y'all can see if it's saying it's not in service, there's something going on. All right, something's going on. 215-477-4700. Third time it went through. Is it because all y'all called the Wakanda tax? Wakanda forever. Y'all, man, it's so crazy because Wakanda, they actually have, they know math. Bro, what's going on? Looking forward to live with you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Uncle Mo TV. If I can get one of the mods to drop Uncle Mo TV's YouTube channel link in the chat, I would appreciate that. Uncle Mo TV will call in the firm that does Umar Johnson's taxes because we're here for it. He said he was going to give out tax statement letters, and no one is getting tax statement letters. Umar, why the hell you're not giving out tax statement letters to people? People tired of playing games with you, bro. You could just give out tax statement letters. Okay, so the number ending in 4700 worked. I'm still here. I was just doing chores. Oh, I got you. It's okay. Marvin Kincaid can assist with your tax return preparation and planning needs. Oh, salute to Akamo TV. We'll be live with him tomorrow. I'm excited. The other number isn't working. Wow. Someone picked up at 4700. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if that was and somebody asked him, did Umar submit tax statements he sent out to donors? That number in the middle of a desert. Yeah. That's your good son over here running around wild. I hear you. My 13-year-old, he waiting on me to watch some Peacemaker with her. We gonna watch it. Y'all lie. Don't tell what you say. Y'all lie. Thank you, Maddie, for the Uncle Mo TV YouTube channel link. Rosetta said the number is not working. I tried calling. Y'all, so I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Umar might be watching. He probably got that number routed to his damn phone. His tax is his mama's name. That's the thing. Umar, where are the tax statement letters? We're trying to figure out why the tax numbers, the contributions don't match. Who is this Kincaid Group Services Group? Because Marvin Kincaid, it just seems so weird. When you pull up, Marvin Kincaid is the website. And it's so funny. The tax service group, Umar, has a website. FDMG Academy does not. Y'all, that's the website. MarvinKincaid.com. Doesn't that sound like a song or something? It's almost like a joke. Marvin Kincaid. It should be Marvin Gaye. I mean, it could be any Marvin. I don't even think it would matter because he's not filing the tax. He's not sending out the tax statements, and the tax contributions year to year aren't matching. Why are they doing his taxes if they're not making sure that the numbers are accurate? You would think they would have that information saved in the tax prep system, and they're using the same system. If somebody get them on the phone, ask them, what tax preparation systems, software program do you all use? I'm curious to know that. Y'all use Tax Act? What type of preparation system software do you all use? How do you guys, like, if you have a recurring customer that comes back year after year, how are you guys, do you save their information in the system so when they come back the next year and you do their taxes again, is it something where you just, translate over the prior year numbers into the current tax statements? How does that go? What happens if the numbers don't match? Like, these are the questions I want to ask. I want to know the answers to. Y'all going too far calling the tax business. They just taking on clients. Don't mess with somebody's business like that. We're asking questions about the business. We're not harassing them. We're asking questions. These are legitimate questions. If I'm soliciting or looking around and shopping around for tax services, these are the same questions I would ask. What type of software program do you use? How do you store information? We're not asking them questions that deal specifically with Umar, because why aren't the numbers matching? Technically, they will be going based on what he gives them, right? But if they're not double checking to make sure that the prior year matches the current year, each year on the taxes, and they've been doing this 5 years, then what does that say about them? And we do have the right to know if they're real. I should have blocked my call ID. Block your call ID, y'all. Make sure you block your call ID. I subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, y'all. Uncle Mo, we're going to be on with Uncle Mo tomorrow. Did Peacemaker get a new episode? I think I'm on 8. Yes. Y'all, we're going to watch them all. I call from my second line. No, don't have your number show up. Because I'm just trying to figure out if it's real Why are the numbers not matching? What is going on with the tax statements? Why is Umar not sending out tax statements? He said he would. He said it in videos. He said he would do it here and post on his video on his channel. It's right here, tax deductible donations. In order for it to be tax deductible, you would need something to say, I've donated to this school. Here's the information. Here's the evidence. Here's the proof. He's supposed to be giving you a tax statement letter. Wouldn't that indicate he's monitoring and maintaining the actual donations and contributions? If you're not getting the letter, then why would he even say he's going to send a letter? Why lie that bad? Yeah, how does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. Umar's a scammer. I called. I said, scammer. Yeah, nothing on the Better Business Bureau website. Oh, I looked. Yeah, it's nothing. It's like it doesn't exist. It's just, this is the whole website. And that's it. $50 for a consult. They do have you down here. Oh, you definitely got to buy a consult. Consultation service, $50. So who knows what this is? Powered by GoDaddy. Because GoDaddy. There's nothing on here. So if you're calling them, asking them questions, it would be legitimate because they don't have anything on their website. They're not giving you any information about what they do, what software program they use, nothing. They say they have a team, only one person's answering. It doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. Why aren't the numbers adding up year to year if you're the same tax firm doing these taxes? They have to line up at some point. Why are they not matching? Yeah, y'all didn't even telling him, like, listen, man, it'd be good if you did had some expenses listed on here. You don't have any expenses at all. You didn't pay any salaries at all. But yet, Umar, we know you're using the money for personal use because you paid out a settlement. So that $68,600, y'all, this is for tax year 2024. So with tax year 2025 comes in, guess what I expect to see on tax year 2025 taxes? I expect to see that he paid a legal settlement, legal fees for $68,600 for the 2025 tax return. I expect to see that for the expenses. Don't care where, it just needs to be somewhere in this area for expenses that you paid out $68,600 in a legal settlement. I hope you understand that, Umar. And if you don't have it listed, then your tax preparer should definitely be dinged. They're not even registered with the Better Business Bureau. So who the hell would you report these people to? I expect to see that. So, I mean, that's a telltale sign. You see what you're dealing with, right? Kincaid, not Kincaid. I who knows? It's King, Kingcade. Kincaid. Marvin Kincaid's website is hella janky. Exactly. But, it is what it is. He has a website. What I'm pulling up is public information. There's nothing personal about that. You might not agree, but I mean, if he's got a website and the whole business up here, and he's got himself listed on the tax forms for a nonprofit, and numbers don't even add, it's not even completely filled out. Yeah, people are going to naturally do this. They might not tell you, but this is normal. You think the donors deserve to not know what's going on when he's filing taxes and he's not even being honest about the donations or the expenses? It makes no sense. He don't have to worry about me. Let me be honest. Let me be very clear about this. Good night for life. I get you. I understand your comment. I am the least of their worry. The IRS is going to be a bigger threat. I don't have to do anything. The IRS is going to pull all his tax statements, and they're going to look and they're going to see who prepared the taxes, and they're going to contact him. Period. I don't have to they don't have to worry about me. They need to worry about the IRS, particularly the cyber investigative unit. Not me. That's all I'm saying. I am not their threat. I'm showing public information on here. The IRS is going to be the one to say, who the hell is Kincaid Services? And they did their taxes. Let's look these people up. That's what's going to happen. So Umar should be more worried about the IRS, because the IRS complaints, yeah, that's going to continue to roll in, especially with him scrubbing shitty toilets and still not opening a school after 6.5 years. Just saying. So that's the IRS. But me researching this information, nah, that's at least their word. I'm not the threat. I am laughing at it. Marvin Kincaid. Oh man. Marvin Kincaid, I hope you come up with a good excuse for the IRS when they ask you, why the hell did you prepare these taxes like this? You better have your ducks lined up in a row. Watch that number be disconnected by tomorrow. Andrea, shout out to you. Umar did his own taxes. Probably. Who knows? Oh man. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Let me get the supers out the way. I'm laughing. This is funny to me because Marvin Kincaid is a thing. Yeah, this is a janky ass website with no information. Marvin Kincaid has to worry about the IRS. All right, not Lady Luck Club. That's gonna be his biggest enemy. Yeah, good luck to that. Amethyst Angel, $5 super. Thank you so much. It was given in the earlier part of the live. We were talking about Umar lying to the social services, saying his mother wasn't there when she was. He's doing everything he can to hide his family from her. He doesn't want anybody to see her. Umar, you're gross. You're gross, man. So shout out to you. Thank you for the $5 super. Lil J with the $10 pound super. And I did go over that. He did, have a weapon on him. Even Marion Lorient confirmed he had a weapon on him in his dirty bag on set with the film. It's crazy. So yeah, pulling it out on the relatives is not gonna do anything, but it just gives them a heads up to know, okay, next time we come out here, we're coming with all of the police department and probably SWAT. Umar, they're not playing with you. And neither is anyone else. We want proof of life. Do you understand? What about church or mosque leaders? Shout out to Amethyst for the $2 super. That's a good question. I don't know when it's what's the last church she's attended. If she has like a pastor or someone that might be able to go and check in on her, that's a good idea. Maybe the pastor will be able to go in and see about her. I mean, if he lies to social service and the elderly association and the police, I don't know a spiritual leader helping that. Umar thinks he's God. So, I mean, he's a walking blaspheme upon himself. But that is, I mean, it would be a good idea to see whoever her pastor is. Try and see if they can do a visit. Maybe he can have a couple deacons or something with him and try to go and visit her. I mean, anybody. Shout out to Skeeter and Mark. How you doing? Umar sucks. Thank you for the $5 super. He does. And it's scary to think that you have her just up in the house and no one even knows if she's going outside to get sunlight. Is the sun even here? No one can say that. That's the sad part. But shout out to you. Thank you so much, Skeeter and Mark, and as always, these are backbone here of the Lady Luck Club, supporters from day one, and have had my back, and I appreciate them. And we're always praying for you and your family, your son. Hope everything is well. You can email me, of course, as always. And so, thank you so much for the $5 super. Another $2 super from Amethyst. What is her address in question? Who owns the property? It's my understanding that she is on Section 8 housing. I don't have her address either, but there is, I think if you contact the Philadelphia Social Services Department, they have gone out to the home before. If you give them her name, I'm sure they'll know where to go out to again and go from there. We just People just want to make sure she's okay. The family wants to have time with her and see her regularly. But for some reason Umar thinks this is about him and it's not. And that's what's so disgusting. Shout out to Jay Witt for becoming a member 5 months and renewing his membership. I appreciate you, my brother in Christ. Fantastic content creator as well. He keeping his foot on Umar's neck, as well as Candace Owens. So I'm going to be doing the same thing. Amethyst again with another $2 super. Contact HUD director and Trump admin. He's black. Shout out to you, Amethyst, again with the $5 super. He's squeaking. Find his dealers. They'll turn on him for the right price. Umar, you gonna have your own dealers telling on you. Y'all remember those little alcohol bottles that we saw in the video with Famer Tube and Uncle Mo TV when they went to the schools, and we saw those little alcohol bottles. Y'all remember those little bottles? Why were those bottles out there, Umar? No, the little alcohol bottles. It's at a school. Why are those bottles out there on the ground? But he complains about trash being out there, but yet he's not picking it up. They get mad when he's got to scrub Dookie out of a toilet. Oh my God, that sounds so funny. Shout out to Andrea for the $4.99 super. Why are these podcasters still giving him a platform to continue to scam and expose new people to him? This show how weak and desperate. Shaking my head. Exactly. That was the 98.1 FM, something like that. Then you had the Danza Project. I believe that he's probably asking for this airtime because he's trying to revitalize, the funding. He knows that he's broke. He's running low on money, and he's just re-grifting all over. It's the same grift for 6.5 years. And if anyone wants to know how long it takes to build a school, I mean, that stuff can be researched. People who have built schools, you can ask them, look up their information. I did a video analysis on FDMG versus I Promise School from LeBron James. LeBron James did not take 6.5 years to open his school, and he built his from the ground up. He offers free uniforms, free bikes, helmets, school supplies, even a scholarship to Akron based on what you're going to the school for. University of Akron. He has sponsors and donors. We've seen his tax statements. I've gone over them in the video analysis. That's the difference here. Is having the right people around you that are licensed and certified and trained and educated to give you wisdom and advice, doing the right thing. And simply, if you want to open a school, you do what you need to do to open the school. You get the vendors and the contractors to come in and do the building, to get the permits, to do all those things, pass inspections, to get your certificate of occupancy. You get all those things. Umar did not even have desks and chairs in the classrooms. He refuses to even do a full tour of the inside of the school building. And mind you, he also said he was only going to open the smaller school first, test that out, see how it goes, and then do the larger school. So he can't even give people a straight answer on whether he's opening both buildings at the same time or just one at a time. I mean, if he would have started out by saying, I'm only opening one building at a time because I want to focus on each school building and do it the right way, people probably would have respected for that, but he would still have to do it. But now it's no excuse. You said you tried to do one building, you haven't done it. Now you want to do two buildings. None of them are open. We can't even see permits on file that are not expired. Only one is in review status. We're not even seeing permits on file that's been um active since going back to last year. I mean, the last one that I said, and I pulled up all of them. I pulled up all of the permits for both buildings. And the one for the 611 school building, that permit, the last permit they had active, expired last year, November. Not one permit active since then. So all the permits are expired. That's not an indication that you're doing anything to open a school building. When you have no work going on, you won't do tours. You're not doing anything to open a school. It's just sitting there. He won't even pay the water bill or the vacant registration property fees. He had to have a court order him to pay judgments out on both buildings because he's trying to carry on with this scam. And that's where we are now. So now he's going out, pushing forward with this, I'm trying to promote the school and raise money for it because, like he told Jamar, we just need money. We got everything else. I just need the money. Okay. Keep on. Him and Kincaid Services is going to be answering a lot of questions. I mean, there's no way you're doing somebody's taxes for 5 years. You don't know anything about what they're doing, but you know who he is. You see him all over social media in videos doing these interviews trying to open up a school. And you ain't asked him one time, look, man, we do your taxes. We understand what our role is in this. We might not be that important to you, but can you explain why you haven't opened this school for real? I mean, how much is needed to open the schools? Just in case we get questioned by the IRS, why aren't the numbers matching up? Why are you not sending out these tax statements to people like you said you would? Or can you just stop saying that you're not going to do that because you're not going to do it? Can you just stop saying you're going to send out these letters? Can you please stop doing that? It's going to make us look bad. You would think he would just try to turn a course here. No. Too much like right. And he pulling people down with him. And just like those content creators that went out and doxed people and cyber harassed people and committed all those cyber crimes on his behalf. I can't give too much credit to the tax firm or to these janky ass, contractors that he had. You can't give them too much credit because where are the invoices for those contract services? Where are the vendor invoices? How were they paid? Like, it's so much wrong with that. And all of the research and reporting that has gone on multiple channels, Umar knows that he's not trying to open that school up. And he's pulling people down with him. Black Light TV, shout out to you. Thank you for the $5 super. Thanks for the love. Umar don't take money from whites, but most blacks get paid from whites. So he want me to do his dirty work for 2 days. Exactly. He doesn't want money from any other race or rich people or the government. But some of us get paid through those sources, right? Some of us get paid through the government. Some of us get paid from corporate dollars. The fact that he doesn't want the accountability is why he's saying he doesn't want a rich, wealthy donor or sponsor. But what does that say about Mark Lamont? Because, I thought Mark Lamont was famous. Or Charlemagne at the Breakfast Club. They've given him money, allegedly. Mark Lamont has admitted he's giving him money. I don't know about Charlemagne. But have they not required that he gives them, a tax statement summary? Some sort of progress of work performed? Can we know where you are right now with this school opening? Lamont runs his mouth, but he has nothing to back up all that crap he says to try to, take up for Umar like a child. Umar's a big grown Oompa Loompa. The last thing Mark Lamont should be trying to do is to defend it. But yet he doesn't hold him accountable for it. That's what Umar's trying to avoid. Accountability. That's why he doesn't want the government or, corporate sponsors to give him money. That's the very thing, though, that you get all the other people out here who are serious about opening schools. That's what they go towards. LeBron James, Jalen Rose, all these other black men that have opened schools, they have taken corporate sponsors and donors in, but they also show that they're trying to be accountable. So he just doesn't want the accountability. So he rather just not take their money and just keep taking money from hardworking black people in low income communities that can't even afford to keep giving him money like that. This is why his dollars are dwindling, because he's not getting in that recurring payment that he wants every month. He's not getting in that. And people are tired of him. They sure are. Shay, thank you so much for the $5 super. Thank you for all you do, LLC. It is my absolute pleasure. I enjoy this, you all. Being an independent journalist, this is part of it to me. Making sure that this information is put out on the forefront. It might not always be cute to see, but it is what it is, because this is the accountability that Umar should have. And unfortunately, people like these tax firm services that are doing his taxes, they're going to be questioned as well, because there's no way you're doing somebody's taxes for 5 years and somehow you can't seem to get the numbers right. There's no way. But that's what part of that investigation is going to be about. The IRS is not going to look at this and say, yeah, no, we're not going to contact King Cake Services Group. Of course they are. They're going to want to ask them for their files. They're going to want to know, what documents do you all have? How did you all prepare these tax statements? Of course they're going to contact them. That's part of the investigation, is how it works. So, yeah, calling and asking questions, nothing wrong with that. I mean, how else are they going to get business? Probably the most phone calls they've had in a while. All of a sudden we get all these calls again. How else do they get business if you don't call and ask questions? I'm just saying. If they think that, people are only calling because Umar, then they shouldn't operate. They know that their name is on these tax statements. I'm not making this up. This is their name. This is their company right here on these tax forms. They open themselves up to a level of scrutiny, questions, calls, concerns, comments. The moment they put their name on this tax form, and people are trying to figure out, why is this idiot still raising money for a school for 6.5 years? And he's not sending us these tax statements. And yet, you all are preparing his taxes. You have to have something to show what he's doing with the money. Facts on facts on facts, stacks on stacks on stacks, racks on racks on racks. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. People want to know, what are they doing? What is he doing with the money? And they're going to go through whatever source they need to get it from. And they put their name on these tax statements. They decided for 5 years to do these taxes. So they bear part of that responsibility. Amen. All right, y'all. Thank you all so much. Tomorrow we will be on with Uncle Mo TV. Uncle Mo TV, please stream from your channel as well. I will drop the send him the link and set up the live stream for tomorrow's show. We're gonna be clowning out the Danza Project. Lord, I said the Danza Project. The newest episodes they posted up, and we're gonna go in. I'm not holding back. I'm giving them the business tomorrow. All right. So I appreciate all of you all. Hit the like button and subscribe to the Lady Luck Club. Share this video, because we want proof of life. Umar, you clown, you Oompa Loompa. Y'all, let me pull up the Oompa Loompa picture again, because he think I'm playing. Umar, we want sign of life. We're not playing with your little ass. We want proof of life. So y'all tell Oompa Loompa good night. We will have another fire live tomorrow with Uncle Mo TV. All right. Until the next one, y'all take care. Have a good evening. Lady Luck Club out. Deuces.